Yeah, Sanbona Dumelang. Hi, it is I, COOTSO, pronounced Kuta, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's 2025. I know it's been long since I last posted. It's been long since I shot any content. I don't even know, I don't remember where to look even, but yeah, before we get into the video, please make sure that you're subscribed. Do like the video and comment, and make sure that you share this entire channel and its content with your friends, your family, your babies, because cocomelons now have phones. I promise there's nothing that they shouldn't see on my channel, so make sure that they are subscribed as well. Yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so it is Monday the 27th of January. It's currently 8:30. If things were not as different, then I should have actually been on campus already. Yeah, because we have block week, but I'm heading there now. I just wanted to start this video before I head to campus. So we have block week where we literally just do all the theory for the theory modules, so your psychodynamics and your medical law in a week, and then it's tests, and some of them will unfold during the year, because it's a third year now, obviously. And if you know or don't know, third and fourth year clinical years, so you specialize in a specific category of your choice, and you're based in a hospital full time, and then you have classes after hospital, so evening classes online, but this week is different. You have actual physical classes on campus, and yeah, you're probably wondering what the difference is and why not on campus already, or what am I specializing in. Story for another day. Let's deal with the recap. Let's head to campus now. Actually had planned to be there like on time with everyone, but being there is what matters, and shooting this video is what matters. Then on a separate video, I'll fill you in on what is happening. Yeah, I got a new frame. I still have the other one as well, so you'll probably be seeing me wearing either this one or the other one. I got the same exact frame as the last one, just an updated lens. And yeah, hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
We're going in any order. So wait, Nklamulo is helping me. She's the one that's going to be asking the questions. And welcome.
Please be open and honest.
Yes. All right, I have started rolling. You can answer in any order, yes, and be as truthful as ever.
Okay.
So my name is Adrian van Heerden, and I'm a third year critical care student.
I'm Tshwane University, and I'm a third year cardiology student.
I'm Yuvesh Naidu, and I'm a third year cardiovascular perfectionist student.
Hi guys, my name is Yaga and I'm in nephrology.
Hi guys, my name is V and I'm in cardiology. Hi guys, my name is Patience and I'm in cardiology.
Hi guys, my name is Vivian and I'm in cardiology.
I thought second year was gonna be hard, but if you put in the work, you'll be fine. Yeah, you'll survive.
Not exactly.
What do you mean not exactly?
Second year is very hard.
But then it's possible.
I mean, it's difficult to adjust because from first year things are not that hectic because some modules are based on things that you did in high school.
Yeah.
So when you get to second year, it's totally different things. It's hard. But I feel like if you put in the time to study and do your work, you'll manage.
Yeah.
Okay. I also expected second year to be like difficult because the third years at the time were saying, yo,
Yeah,
it's so
it's so
bad.
bad, yeah.
And so you go in thinking, can't be like, it's not that bad.
It's doable,
You just
yeah.
need to like be able to manage your time and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think everyone was pretty excited to start finally rotating amongst all the specialities and seeing seeing procedures being done. When we first started the year, the academics were quite mild, but quickly ramped up with anatomy, patho, and pharmacology getting quite hectic really quickly. Yeah, the experience in the hospitals, some were really good and some were not so good, especially with some of the stuff that you would encounter there. But overall, it was a really pleasant experience.
For me, I have a different story. Second year I was enthusiastic about getting into the year until everything just kept piling up and coming up and all of that. So it was very overwhelming for me, stressful. I'm just happy I made it through. Yeah.
Yeah, I also had big expectations because they said, first year to theory and then second year you get a bit more hands-on. So I was expecting more that we would learn more about machines and what we need to do and learn those skills. But yeah, it was another year of theory, so I was just sat behind the desk for hours just studying. And that's all I can really remember about second year, just studying, sitting behind the desk. No real social life, whatnot. Yeah.
Some rotations last year, depending on which hospital, of course, you go to in the unit, some of the people that are responsible to take you through all of these things don't really want to, and you can see it with how they treat you and stuff. So, and then the others were super nice. They were very informative, giving out information. That was the part I liked, and that's where I mostly rotated, and that is the category I'm now in. So yeah.
So with me, I thought rotations were really great. It was an experience that you normally don't get in many fields or whatnot. So it felt for me like a once-in-a-life opportunity. And yeah, it was cool to see all the different aspects of that medical field, especially of what clinical technologists were doing. We didn't just see the same things, we saw different things, being from nephro to cardio to pulmo. They were all different in different ways. Maybe they'll do one or two things different, but overall they were all unique in their own ways, and I thought that was very interesting, and I felt like I also learned a lot from that.
Yeah, so I also think, I like the fact that they gave us the opportunity to rotate amongst all of the specialities and not limit us to maybe the ones that you were interested in. And then as the year progressed, we obviously could add extra rotations in the specialities that we wanted to pick.
I like the fact that you get to rotate in everything, but then I also don't like the fact that you don't rotate a lot in category wise.
And so you're not exposed to a lot of things because now there's no time to grasp.
I suppose.
You cannot hear me?
Yeah.
I'm saying, what I'm saying, so now.
That you're not exposed.
Yeah, you're not exposed to a lot of things, so you cannot grasp what information is.
But what I loved is that they provide transport to other units.
Yeah.
But you don't have a car, you sort it.
Because they're both fees.
It's just the ones in Joburg. Otherwise, you have to provide your own transport. And I didn't like that because some of them are far, maybe eco-social, and you don't know where to catch a taxi to go there. Now you have to pay Boldia 200.
Not good for the picture.
I never did it. Rotations were fine. It was just weird dealing with the different personalities because some of the people there were not nice.
But also you don't know how to deal with everything because now it's new people that you're meeting and that you don't know what they're expecting from you when you get there. So now you don't know what you have to do. It's just hard, but it's fine.
And the people are not nice in perfusion.
They're nice.
They're not nice people.
They're not, but I mean rotations are nice because sometimes you think you like a category, then once you really rotate in it, you realize oh man, yeah.
Or you like the one that you thought you wouldn't like.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I didn't like that some of the units expect you to be there at 5.
Have more examples.
Ouch! Yeah, besides rotations were fine.
My favorite was pharmacology.
Why?
I don't know why, I just enjoyed it. Learning about medication. It's so interesting and it's so broad. And my least professional practice. So boring.
my favorite was human physiology. Straight to the point. My least favorite is anatomy, man. It's a lot going on, guys. Like, it's a lot. Like,
Yeah.
it's a trauma. But then it's fine, but it's just not my favorite.
I think my favorite was anatomy. No, not that I know what I'm saying, because I think it was straightforward. It's either you do it or you don't. And then the pharmacology, that's my favorite because it's hard to me. I can't.
My favorite is the same as yours. My favorite was physiology because it's easy to follow. Like it just needs understanding. It's processing.
It will never betray you.
Yes. If you understand, you can even explain it in some other way. My least favorite was anatomy because it was like you have to learn about the whole body in one day and to know like
Muscles.
almost everything.
What was the use for muscles there?
Hi, Bo. What was the use for muscles? Just because you're in cardiology doesn't mean you don't need to know all the other muscles.
I think my favorite was pharmacology only because of the lecturer. He was very fun. My least favorite,
It's there.
I think psychodynamics, CLP. Yeah, no, the experience was just not what I expected. Yeah.
For me, it was my favorite is anatomy because I like looking at all that stuff, and yeah, it was really engaging, especially how we do practicals and that. And my least favorite was probably biomedical apparatus because it was just a lot of self-study, and it just wasn't. Felt like I was learning from the lecturers, like I was reading from the notes.
So I think my favorite has to be like a top 3 situation. I liked biomedical apparatus because it was a new subject and it's what we're actually here for at the end of the day. Pharmacology, like I said, because of the lecture, one of the best we could have had. And then I have to say physiology also because of our wonderful lecturer. And then when it comes to least favorite subject, I have to say research was quite a blur and an irritation in second year. So personally, critical care has been my number one since first year, and I haven't wanted to do anything but critical care.
So you didn't have a top 3, you just had
No,
top 1 or nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so, sorry. If you didn't get into critical care, were you gonna take a gap year?
Sure. I think delaying studies by a whole year is quite a big deal, and it's something you shouldn't, or that you should consider, or like speak to a lot of people about, because at the end of the day, you're not just holding yourself back. It's a lot of people that contribute to you being where you are. And then I would probably, I've heard a lot of good things about Palmo, and I would do some extra rotations to see if I would fit into that environment if I didn't have the opportunity to do critical care.
For me, I had like my one and only choice before I started studying, but as we were rotating, there was some that piqued my interest. But cardio still remained my first, like the number one. And then second came reproductive biology. That was very interesting. And then perfusion was my second, like my third wanted, like, yeah.
Yeah, for me, I think I was more fighting against 2 choices, being cardio and perfusion. I like them both. Like cardio has a lot of branches to learn and develop yourself, because I like learning, and that seemed like there was just a large pool you can learn from, because you're expected to learn as much as the doctors to that extent. And I thought that was interesting. But I wanted to do something more hands-on, and I thought perfusion was very hands-on, and it's quite invasive, so I thought that's what interested me more than cardiology. So I ended up choosing perfusion as my first choice, cardio as a second, and then third I didn't really have. But if I had to have a third, probably reproductive. I haven't rotated it, but from the stories I've heard, it's very interesting, and it's really cool.
My top 3 was cardio, neuro, and nephro. I chose cardio because honestly, because people say it doesn't matter. People say it doesn't matter. And I also like the fact that with cardio, you focus on the heart. Unlike critical care, you have to know everything. The pharmacologist, everything.
My top 3 were perfusion, cardio, and nephro. But yeah, I chose perfusion because the other 2 were just backups. I didn't really want them. And yeah, I got into it. And I like it because you don't really interact like with patients, you know? Yeah, and it's nice. Like, I like it, I enjoy it. Yeah.
I had talked to him. I didn't have that option. I just liked cardio and I got it into Calvo, and I think I like it because there is not any type of emotional connection with the patient. You might see them like once in a while or dinner, and you're not exposed to like a lot of traumatic stuff like blood and stuff. I think that. So I like it. And my top 3 were cardio, neuro, and nephro. I ended up in nephro because I couldn't get in cardio. Neuro, it's difficult to get in, so it was just there for better. But I love it.
Where's neuro difficult to get in?
Studied more.
Attend your classes, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo. Like, I wish I had skipped less classes than I did.
Nothing. I think I did everything.
That girl.
Balancing my life properly. I think that's where just everything kind of took a sharp curve a bit. Just trying to adjust everything, and I did not have to have the same amount. Let me say this. You don't have to have 50% of a social life and 50% of academics and whatever. If you have to dumb it down, your social life, dumb it down to 10% or 5%, let it be. So I think I struggle with that a lot. Yeah. Could go back, but I can't.
I think for me it would be, so I write all my notes physically, but I end up using all those notes. So I think one thing I would have done differently was to maybe put more time into turning those notes digitally, putting all in Word documents or whatnot. Because then at the end of the day, I've been left redoing all those notes, and that took up too much time.
Yeah, for me, it would also be having a plan to organize all of the courses work. Because at the end of the day, it was heaps and heaps of papers that you would lose, or that notes that you would take and then end up not using at all when it comes to tests or exams. So just having a system to organize everything. Yeah. Be optimistic, and even though you might not be interested in a certain category when you go for your rotation, always present yourself neatly and be, what's the word I'm looking for? Be curious and ask questions and show interest, even though it might not be your first choice.
Yeah, like he said, in terms of the curiosity part, I would say know that you want clinical technology, right? And that would also now broaden your interest in other things and your curiosity and like wanting to know more. And like I said, from my mistake, try to balance things. You don't have to overcompensate and stuff. So just try and be organized, balance. If you have to do something, then let it be, but have direction, right? So yeah, have a goal as well.
For me, I would say first year is more, you're dipping your toes into it, you're getting a feel of what you're going to learn. Second year, you're starting to understand what it truly means to be a clinical technologist, and I feel that when going into second year, you should be open to learning and to be in that mindset and grooming yourself to what type of medical practitioner you want to be and what standard you have to live up to. So yeah, so basically be prepared and be prepared to work hard.
And a lot.
Yeah, and a lot.
Okay. your tutorials.
And when going to rotations, just make sure that you get passion. So you know what you like and
But you don't like.
because you don't want to get into something that you don't like.
And if you choose your first choice, don't let your friends convince you otherwise.
Yes. If you want it, go for it.
But if push comes to shove, you have to change because you don't want to take it away.
I say, if you know what you want and are willing to settle, don't change your mind.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
It's better to be delayed by a year than to do something you don't like. Because although you waste 2 years just to go back and try
do the same thing.
So I don't advise that.
Well, I do, but
Different And I also think, like she said, with your rotations, pay attention, be there, because sometimes if you go there with the mindset of not being interested, it will actually, you won't be interested. And then just change your mindset about,
and it's okay to get distinctions. You must be greedy, guys.
Yeah.
Get your distinctions. Yeah, it's because it's survival of the fittest. You must have the nice marks to stand out.
yeah.
Get the distinctions.
I can't say I'm not coping and I won't say I'm coping because we've only started like 2 weeks ago with the year or like our review and so far so good, but as long as you put in the work I think we're gonna be fine.
And I feel like it's also different because that day you're a student, you say you're working. You have to mature and like be responsible. So I don't know. It's 50-50.
And I'm not so happy.
Wow.
Because it's okay not to survive.
In our units, we have to clock in at 5:30 every day. So I need to wake up around 3:30. So it's a lot, it's tiring, it's exhausting. But I guess as time goes, I will be able to cope.
What time do you come back?
It depends. But the latest is 9. So there are days where you will clock in at
9 p.m.
5 years.
From 5 in the morning. Ow. It's an even like that's what I'm
Sorry.
Yeah, that's the only thing you can say.
So I don't know. I hope I'll cope. Otherwise, my therapist will see.
But then at the end of the day, even if you're struggling, it's just gonna do it. I'm not joyous.
True, so I think I can speak for me and Yuvi who already started working from the 2nd of January. We've experienced the working life, and I think adapting to the new schedule of getting up at maybe 5:30 in the morning and being at work at 7 without breaks until 3 is a bit overwhelming, but something for sure to get used to. And with classes getting added to our schedule and studying and the tests on Saturdays, it's for sure a big jump from second year.
Well, I wake up at 4, not 5. Because I have to be there by 6 for setup and that. But yeah, it's definitely a big shock. Like, I started on the 2nd, but it's hard to describe, but once you're there, you realize everything. Like, the people, there's a different attitude you have to carry in the workforce, and there's like, it's hard to explain actually. It's just a different attitude, it's a different vibe, it's more responsibility on you and expectations of what you should know and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And it's a lot of trial and error. You're gonna get scolded a lot. Like, I've already been scolded a handful of times. But at the end of the day, you're gonna see yourself in a few months and you're not gonna be making those mistakes and it's gonna become all natural. So overall it's just a thing of getting used to, but you get used to it relatively quickly.
Honestly, I'm just expecting twice the workload that we got last year, of which I think mentally now I'm prepared to adjust to that. Yeah. And fun as well. Learning.
At the end of the day, we've been working super hard for 2 years to be in the positions that we are in today. So it's a super exciting start to a new journey.
Sorry, what was the question?
What are you expecting?
Expecting. So I was expecting academically, I'm expecting me to do lower, not gonna lie, because of all the pressures on me. But that's also something that I know I have to expect to work harder to maintain the marks that I had last year and whatnot. And when it comes to the workforce, well, I'm expecting to be like my 4th years basically, to have the skills that they have and to be more reliable and whatnot.
Expectations. To be able to balance life and work, to learn how to
maneuver around work and school stuff.
find your balance.
And be more independent.
Grow career-wise, get more into your career, network, meet a few people,
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, but don't get your hopes too up. Just know there's a chance of disappointment. But
Now what, guys? You have 7 categories to choose from. There's no way you're not gonna like one of them.
yeah, that's true.
I would say go into clean tech with wanting to be in clean tech, because I've seen like a trend where most of our like people that are in clean tech, they just want to use it as a passage to another health profession, the most common being medicine, right? So yeah, just like the thing, research so that you know what it is about, right? I personally would recommend it because it's quite unique, and the work is just, I would say, different. But yeah, we are important in our way, just same as like all the other health professions. So yeah, just fix your mindset on why it is you're doing clinical technology.
Yeah, like clinical technology is a new profession in the healthcare environment. So I don't think a lot of people even know that there are technologists working around them all of the time when they're being cared for in hospital. And I think it's sad that it doesn't get recognized as often as it should be. But at the end of the day, it's a super cool field. And if you have an interest, contact someone from the university and get an opportunity to go shadow somewhere. Because I think you're missing out.
Yeah. Well, I would recommend it to those who want to do something in the science and medical field, but something that's different, because I feel that clinical technologists do something that is not stereotypically thought of when you think of medicine and whatnot. You're not cutting bodies open, you're not giving drugs. Well, you're giving drugs, but you're not prescribing medicine and whatnot. You're doing something different than what normal people would expect you to do. And yeah, that's why I chose it. I wanted to do something in the medicine field, but I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to be like your stereotypical doctor. So yeah, so those people that want to do something different and unique, that's what I would recommend.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, and that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. We're not director.